Hey Chiefs fans, wow, some breaking news just broke. This one just broke behind the scenes. I'm going to give you all the details right here in this video, so prepare to have your jaw dropped. But first, be sure to hit the like button if you're a Chiefs fan over the age of 19. It's great to see fans of all ages. Okay, here's the deal, it's a mixed bag of news for the Chiefs this week. First, the bad news, wide receiver Mecole Hardman is dealing with a knee injury and did not practice on Friday. Head coach Andy Reid confirmed that Hardman's knee is under evaluation, leaving his availability for Sunday against the Chargers very much in doubt. This is a tough blow, especially with Hardman's speed and ability to stretch the field, something the offense relies on to keep defenses honest. Now for some good news. It looks like the Chiefs' newly acquired left tackle, DJ Humphries, is ready to make his debut. Humphries has been taking practice reps this week, and signs point to him suiting up on Sunday. If you've been following the Chiefs closely this season, you know how much this change means. The offensive line has been a sore spot, especially at left tackle, where a revolving door of rookies and backups just hasn't been enough. Patrick Mahomes has been sacked 5 times in each of the last 2 games. Let that sink in, 10 sacks in just 2 games. That kind of pressure is unsustainable if we want to make another Super Bowl run. Humphries, a former Pro Bowler with the Arizona Cardinals, brings some much-needed stability to the line. His experience and athleticism could be a game-changer for Mahomes, giving him the time he needs to make those big plays downfield. And let's not ignore the ripple effect this could have on the entire offense. A solid left tackle doesn't just help the quarterback, opens up the playbook, improves the running game, and allows other players to shine. As for other injury updates, it looks a bit better. Jawan Taylor, Noah Gray, and Charles Omenihu, who are also on this week's injury report, were seen working during practice on Friday. That's a huge relief, especially with Omenihu being a critical piece of our defensive line and Taylor holding down the right side of the offensive line. But let's get back to Humphries. His addition could come at the perfect time. The Chargers' defense, led by Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, is no joke. If Humphries is in shape, he could neutralize that passing pressure and give Mahomes the breathing room he needs to exploit his secondary. And don't forget, this isn't just about one game. Humphries' presence could elevate the entire offense heading into the playoffs, giving the Chiefs the edge they need to dominate. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Are you guys concerned about Hardman's injury and what it means for our wide receiver core? And are you as excited as I am about Humphries' debut? Do you think he's the missing piece to solidify this line and give Mahomes the protection he deserves? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, Travis Kelce. For the past 12 seasons, Kelce has been the heart and soul of the Chiefs' offense, an absolute game-changer who has rewritten the record books. But at 35 years old, even the greats can't outrun Father Time forever. Kelce's snaps, targets, and overall impact have all noticeably diminished this season. It's a tough pill to swallow, but reality is setting in. Whether it's the added media attention surrounding his personal life or simply the natural effects of a long career, something feels different in 2024. Now, don't get me wrong, Kelce is still an elite player. He's been Mahomes' most reliable weapon, the guy who shows up in every critical moment. But the Chiefs need to think about the future, and it may be time to start planning for the next chapter at tight end. Enter Harold Fannin Jr., a name that's been buzzing in college football circles and someone who could very well be Kelce's heir apparent. Fannin is coming off one of the most incredible seasons any tight end has had in FBS history. Playing for a school just a few hours west of Cincinnati, Kelce's old stomping grounds, Fannin dominated the 2024 season, earning accolades like MAC Offensive Player of the Year and First Team All-Conference, and becoming a finalist for the John Mackey Award. He's not just good, he's historic. Fannin leads all tight ends in more than 20 statistical categories and even ranks in the top 5 among all pass catchers in yards and receptions. If the Chiefs are thinking long-term, Fannin seems like he's made for this offense. At 6 feet 4 inches and 230 pounds, he's nearly a mirror image of Kelce, who stands just an inch taller and carries 20 pounds more. The similarities don't stop there. Fannin possesses the same versatility and football IQ that made Kelce so unstoppable. He's a reliable target with an impressive catch radius and has that stealthy athleticism that makes him dangerous in any alignment. Line him up as a tight end, split him wide, or even use him in the backfield. Sound familiar? And let's talk about how Fannin fits into an Andy Reid offense. **** Reid has a long history of maximizing tight ends who can do it all. Fannin's ability to create mismatches, win in space, and contribute in the red zone could be a perfect fit for Mahomes. If you're worried about a Kelce to Fannin drop, trust me, those fears would disappear the moment this guy steps on the field. What's even more intriguing is how this could transform the Chiefs' offense. Imagine having Fannin as a wild card, someone who can spread the middle of the field, draw coverage from receivers, and even contribute as a blocker in the run game. With Mahomes at quarterback and Reid calling plays, Fannin's versatility could be the key to keeping this elite offense alive for years to come. Of course, Fannin isn't the only tight end in this draft class. Names like Colston Loveland and Tyler Warren have gotten a lot of buzz. But when you add up the numbers, Fannin is simply better. If the Chiefs could land him in the draft, it might just seem like destiny. After all, Kansas City has a history of finding tight ends who redefine the position. So, Chiefs fans, here's the big question. Do you think it's time to start planning for life after Kelce? And do you think Harold Fannin Jr. is the right guy to take over the mantle? Now, let's talk about Mecole Hardman's status and what it means for our upcoming primetime matchup. Wide receiver Mecole Hardman, a player who has been a key contributor on special teams this season, suffered a knee injury scare during practice on Friday. According to Andy Reid, Hardman's knee locked up on him, leaving his status for Week 14 up in the air. This is not the kind of news Chiefs fans want to hear, especially with injuries already thinning our receiving core. For those keeping track, the Chiefs are already without Sky Moore and Rashee Rice due to long-term injuries. While Hardman's role on offense has been limited, just 12 receptions for 90 yards this season, he has been a standout on special teams with 20 punt returns. Losing him could impact our field position game and further limit Mahomes' options on the field. Speaking of Mahomes, let's take a moment to appreciate what he's done with a patchwork group of receivers this season. Despite the challenges, Mahomes has leaned heavily on Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Noah Gray, and recent trade acquisition DeAndre Hopkins. Thanks to his leadership and some creative playmaking from Andy Reid, the Chiefs still rank 12th in passing yards and 11th in points scored. Hardman has missed the past 2 games, but not because of an injury. The Chiefs simply chose not to activate him. Still, this latest development raises concerns about his availability going forward. While Reid didn't make it sound like a catastrophic issue, having a locked knee is never a good sign. It's unclear how long Hardman could be out, but with the playoffs approaching, every roster spot is critical. So what does this mean for Sunday's game? If Hardman is unable to play, the Chiefs will have to rely even more heavily on their current receiver rotation. Kelce and Hopkins will likely continue to see the bulk of the targets, but someone like Xavier Worthy or Noah Gray could take on a bigger role. And let's not forget, the running backs could see more involvement in the passing game to help spread the field. All right, Chiefs fans, it's your turn. How concerned are you about Hardman's knee injury? Do you think it will affect our game plan for Sunday? Let us know in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. Before you go, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Chiefs!